Good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day's off to a great start. So today I want to talk about using video during your transactions with your clients. And if you're not doing that yet, you should strongly consider getting started for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's going to save you time. By creating a screen share video, you can review a document or review a topic very quickly and concisely and get all of your points out in just a couple of minutes. Whereas a phone conversation about the same topic could take 10, 15 minutes or more because of the back and forth of the conversation. But it's also going to make you look more professional because, as we know, in today's virtual world, or ever increasingly virtual world, video is being used more and more. So I strongly encourage you to use video during your transactions with your clients. And I'm going to go over some ideas for you on how you might do that. But keep in mind, these don't have to be overproduced videos. Just as simple using the camera that's on your computer or on your phone if that works better for you, but they don't have to be these majestically overproduced videos with editing and graphics and things like that. Keep it simple and it's still going to be really effective for you. Here are a couple of ideas. So maybe after you meet a buyer for the first time, you've had your buyer consultation, you can send them a quick short video explaining what the next steps are. Maybe using screen share to show them what the collaboration center is going to look like. So if you've set them up on a search using Paragon and they're going to have access to the collaboration center, you just do a screen share showing the functionality of that collaboration center. Don't you think that'd be a cool video for them to receive? It's very helpful, very functional, and makes you look good. Another idea for you. After the buyer goes under contract or a seller goes under contract, you can send them a quick video personally congratulating them on going under contract and explaining what the next steps are. That the buyer needs to contact their attorney to make sure or the lender to make sure they have all the documentation they need, that you're going to be scheduling the home inspection. Maybe that's an opportunity for you to ask them if they want radon, HVAC, chimney inspection, et cetera, et cetera. So you could send that video out to them as a what's coming up next now that we've gone under contract. All right, so maybe before the home inspection, you send a quick video to the buyer reminding them of some points they need to remember. For example, they don't need to be there for the entire home inspection. So the video might remind them, hey, just show up 30 minutes before the inspection is going to end so that we can review the findings with the home inspector in person. You can remind them that the home inspection is just simply a snapshot of the current condition of the home. It's not a to-do list for you to ask the seller. You can remind them that the home inspector is out there to find the 1% that's wrong with the house, not the 99% that's great. So all these little tidbits and pieces of advice and information that you might give to a buyer at some point, this is a great concise way for you to deliver a 2 or 3 minute video explaining all this stuff up leading to the home inspection. It'll save you tons of time on future conversations, I promise you. Another idea, send a video to the seller before the home inspection, reminding them to have their crawl space and main electrical panel unlocked if they have locks on those, reminding them to pull items away from the garage walls so that the termite inspector can see the perimeter. Maybe remind them to load up the dishwasher with dirty dishes and put soap in it and leave a note for the inspector that says, go ahead and run a full cycle. Have you ever thought about that? So these are cool little ideas on how you can help the seller prepare for a home inspection. By the way, I did a video on this that I can send to you that has more tips on preparing a seller for a home inspection. Maybe on closing day or leading up to closing day, you send a short video to a client explaining what the closing day process is going to be like, reminding them to plan accordingly with time off of work to bring their checkbook, make sure they have their ID, plan for the final walkthrough, remind them they may not get their keys at the closing table, all that kind of stuff that you want to make sure you remind clients of. Now, remember, on something like that, you could shoot a video one time and use that same video to send to every buyer 2 days before closing. So you don't have to take time to do this for every single buyer. You can shoot videos that you're going to use over and over again. And then one last tip would be using screen share in order to review the closing disclosure with a client before closing. When you get on a phone call and you're going over the closing disclosure, you know that buyer or seller are going to have questions. So you can preempt those questions by simply doing a screen share, and your voiceover is talking about each item on that closing disclosure. So then you send that to the client, ask them to watch that and then you can circle back with a phone call after to answer any remaining questions they may have. That's going to take a 15 or 20 minute phone call down to a 2 or 3 minute phone call. So hopefully these tips have been helpful, and you can find other creative ways to use video during your transactions to not only save you time, but make you look more professional. Now, the software program that makes it very easy and is free for you to use, it's called useloom.com. USELOOM.com. Use Loom. The program is called Loom, but it's a simple screen share recorder where you can just shoot video of yourself, video of you and the screen, or just the screen itself. It's a really neat tool. It's free, easy to use with some editing functionality. Of course, there is a paid version where you can host more videos, do longer videos, and that kind of thing. But check it out and get started today. Start practicing using video in your transactions with your current clients. It's going to make you look good. If you ever have questions about this, or if you have success stories about using video yourself, please put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear about it and sharing your success. Otherwise, until next time, take care.